Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention, please?
Covering both sides of the big issues with the analysis you trust on News Radio 1040 WHO.
The Biden administration continues to urge businesses to implement vaccine mandates, despite the fact that a federal court has put a hold on the vaccine mandate on businesses. Meanwhile, in the city of Los Angeles, there is a new mandate. Los Angeles now requires people visiting shopping malls, theaters, gyms, and nail salons to verify they're vaccinated against COVID-19. Now, again, not the businesses requiring this. Is the city of Los Angeles. So what's the impact overall of these type of mandates on business? Well, my next guest knows, Tomme Sheehan. He's spent more than 30 years in business. He's built products for startups, for companies in the Fortune 500. Now he's the CEO of YOUnion, a company that helps small businesses during the pandemic compete in the digital world. Tomme, welcome to Iowa Radio. Good morning to you.
Hey, Jeff. Thanks for having me.
Tomme, I mean, you've worked with every type of business, startup, small business, large business. What's the real pragmatic implications of vaccine mandates on these businesses?
Well, currently today it's about affecting this. Who's going to spend where? Where is the money going to be spent? Right. So if you look at if you're a small business owner, you have a supply chain problem that actually makes it hard to keep inventory. You have an inflation problem that increases your price. You have an employee problem where if people are afraid to go to work or they want to stay home. And now you have a mandate problem that people that could spend money with you are able to have to jump through more hoops. So my small business owners and our customers are the folks I talk to all day, just feel like they're under attack. It's a constant barrage of, they're having to think on their feet and deal with lots of issues.
Well, and Tomme, I have no problem with an individual business that puts up a little sign that says, oh, you have to wear a mask when you're in the store. We still have some of those in Iowa. Or even if the business says, hey, you need to be vaccinated to come in. If the business made that choice. But to me, the problem is that you really are, and you said this, you're forcing the businesses to try to deal with this. And it is the main concern financial, that it's really a problem for small businesses trying to recover from the pandemic?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, it truly is the spend. Right? Where do you spend your money? So if you can't go into the donut shop down the street, right, and actually buy the donut, and they don't want to pay the 30% to deliver the donut, and you're not vaccinated, they lost you as a customer.
Yeah. Yeah, and they're not making they're not making that choice themselves. So, Tomme, like I said, you work with businesses at all levels, particularly these small businesses with the small margins. Are we going to see an effect over the next year? Are we going to see small businesses go under because of having to deal with these kind of things?
Well, I mean, the implications of all these things are going to be difficult, right? I mean, But the American way is about, people here are very innovative, right? I mean, small business is sort of the lifeblood of this country, and it's sort of an oxymoron when you think of it. Small business impacts 75% of this country. It's half the GDP, and it employs 47% of everybody, and it's much bigger than what people think. When you talk about the Fortune 100 or the Fortune 500. It's a very small percentage. And those guys, so if you're in the Fortune 500, you're buying planes right now and bypassing all of the supply chain problems. And you're benefiting from small businesses not having a higher price and not having employees. So Walmart benefits from the local hardware store not being able to service you, right? So it's definitely going to hurt small business, and it's going to continue until there's a plan that actually helps small businesses or allows them to understand what is actually happening for the long haul, right? Because what's really happening in California is they're changing the policies almost daily. So you don't even know. So when you leave your house, you don't know whether or not that store is going to be open or not open and what you need to do to buy there. I mean, it's just very convoluted.
Right, and certainty is something that you need in the business world. That is such a fantastic point. He is the CEO of YOUnion, Tomme Sheehan, joining me this morning. Thank you, Tomme, very much for your comments.